Hey listeners, welcome back to Subculture After Dark, and we've got something very special for you now. We're about to play the brand new track from 51st Avenue. Now the track is called Remnant, and we thought, hey, instead of just playing this track, let's actually get one of the members of the band on the phone to chat a little bit about this track. So welcome to the program, Ali.
Hello, thank you for having me.
No problem. Now, Ali, this track is absolutely amazing. I've been listening to this all day and I've fallen in love with it. So tell us a little bit about how Remnant came into being.
Oh, it's with most, like with all of our songs, it has to come from somewhere true. Otherwise, we feel really disingenuous writing music if it's not from something or something that comes from us. And the drummer and I, we've been mates for a very, very long time, so we've always known the same people, have the same people in our lives, and a few people that we can think of, they just have probably gone down a terrible rabbit hole of addiction.
Yep.
And so far, we've not seen them come out, unfortunately, successful yet. So we just thought, most of our songs also have a little beacon at the end of it. And we just thought, let's write about something real. And there are some people that you just lose to addiction, like just themselves, not necessarily in life or anything. Just them, their person, their character, everything about them just disappears, sort of thing. So we thought we'd write about that, and we didn't realize at all the kind of response we'd get from it. But we do Twitch every week as well, and people have been coming up saying, "Look, so relatable," and we just thought that's amazing.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that because we all know someone that we've lost to addiction, or for some people listening out there, they may have had a patch in their life where they were lost to addiction. What has that been like for you, having people come up to you and say, hey, I've been through that, or I know exactly what you're talking about in this track?
It's incredible to feel. It's like, I mean, like I said, we write music to tell our stories. But the best part about writing music is also that you've got to relate to it somehow. Otherwise, you're writing music for yourself, which is great. But it also is something we like to do to perform to people or to have people hear their own stories through our music. So to have people say it it really hit home. It was like, yeah, that. There are people out there like us, and then, like you said, there are people out there going through it and have come out successful. And I think, at least the song is even a moment in time for them as well. And I think that's incredible to hear. I think that's really special.
Definitely. Was it a difficult song for you to write because it was so personal, or did you find it quite easy to get the words out once you knew what you wanted to write about?
Surprisingly easy, this song. And I think because, it's not, our last single was about something that was a bit more recent to us, whereas this is something that's been going on. So not exactly to say we're numb to it, but that it's, like I said, sort of having a glimpse in time rather than having it be so recent or so having caught us in a moment of grieving or anything like that. So we knew what we wanted to say story-wise, and then we knew what we wanted to relate it to, and then make it sound a little more like, relatable, so that people can hear it and have a little bit more of themselves heard in that song. So I think it was easy. When we started writing words and lyrics, it became a lot easier to sort of get through, particularly by the time you got to that chorus. I was like, that's exactly what we're trying to say.
Now, the track also, of course, features Julian from Inertia. When did that collaboration start on this track? Was he someone that you always wanted to work with on this track?
Oh, Julian's incredible. So we actually, all of our music is produced with yeah, go for it.
So this track features Julian from Inertia. Tell us a little bit about how that collaboration happened. Was he always meant to be someone that you wanted to work with on this track?
For This track specifically, no. It actually came quite organically, which was really nice. We actually see Mark from Inertia. He does our producing, and we were like, look, we'd love Julian to come and just help us out. All he was doing was having some input on our music and just how we could record things. And he heard this. I think we did 3 songs with him like that week, and Julian was there for all of it. And he heard this. This was the last one we did. And I recorded all the vocals for the entire track, and he was just digging it so much. And he was like, this sounds almost like an Inertia track when you think about, like, musically. And it is different to our stuff. So we were kind of like, yeah, it does have that kind of feel. And while he was there, it just sounded really authentic having him there. And he had some backups. And I was like, look, jump on a verse and jump on a chorus. The whole idea in writing the song as well is it's both mine and the drummer's words. So I thought it'd be nice to have a male vocal, even just sort of represent Scott and myself, and then have that sort of brought out in the song, which he did perfectly. So, the way it happened was quite organic, and he was like, yeah, I'll do it. And after I did my take, he did his, and then the rest is history.
Now, you also have an amazing music clip that goes with this, a video clip as well, and you worked with June Labs on that. Tell us a little bit about the video clip, because that looks amazing. How did that all come together?
June Labs did our last music video, and they are incredible. Also, Ollie is just, there's some sort of geniusness about him, and it's also so easy to work with them. There's like, all they ask for is sort of like a brief, and we had an idea, and we were like, we could use anything, whether it was alcohol or drugs or anything, and we thought, let's make it super simple, because this is our very first sort of narrative-driven music video. And we pitched it to him, and he was like, that's easy. I can on the day we all rock up, and it sort of just goes with the flow. And particularly our music shots, they're so easy to do with him. But narrative-wise, that only took us like an hour or 2, an hour and a half even. And the actors were great as well, so it was just so easy. But Dune Labs, yeah, they know what they're doing. We will probably collab with them a lot more in the future as well. So that's already 2 music videos down. We're so happy with the product.
Awesome. Now, you've had quite a following attracted to the band over the last few years, and this is your first single of this year. What can your fans expect for the rest of 2023? Can we expect more music? Will there be some shows? What are the plans for this year?
There are definitely shows. We're building up that calendar is getting full, so we're trying to lock us in for as many as we can. So definitely more shows if you guys want to catch us around. But definitely more music. I think what happened, I don't know, it's a while ago now that we think about it, but COVID really shot us in the foot. So when we came out of that, we really expected to do, I think, 3 or 4 singles the year after, and it only worked out to be like 1 or 2. Last year we released the 3, so we were like, let's try and pump out as much as we can this year. So hopefully way more music to come.
Well, we definitely cannot wait for that. But right now on our show, we're going to play Remnant by 51st Avenue, featuring Julian from Inertia. So, Ali, what would you like to say to everybody out there before they take a listen to this amazing track?
Definitely, I want to thank the people who have already heard it and have been streaming it and have showed us so much love. We have actually received so much of a great response to the song already, and that's amazing. So thank you guys for that. And if you're keen on hearing it, find us on Spotify, all the socials. You'll find us live at all our shows as well. But definitely, if you hear something that you like, we hope that it speaks to you, and we hope that it can get you through times if it can. It's just something that you can relate to.
Definitely. Well, here you go, listeners. Here is Remnant on Subculture After Dark.